Well, now that we've added the tire, let's go ahead and look at how we can start to add the wheel. Okay, so now we want to add the wheel, the kind of the metal part here of the wheel. And so what we want to do now is I'm going to use kind of the same technique to get this started, and that is I'm going to go ahead and use a primitive tube. So we'll go ahead and draw this again out from the center. This time I'm going to pull it out kind of the same radius here of the inside of the tire, maybe a little bit further out. And I'll go ahead and kind of bring this in just a little bit, maybe halfway in there. Okay, and give it a little bit of a height. And then let's go ahead and go into the front view and match this up. Okay, so we'll go into the front view. And now let's go ahead and move this over. And in our modify panel, we can change that height. I'm going to give it something a little bit better and more in the positive rather than a negative there. And I want it to extend a little bit past where the tire is. So I'll give it a little bit more height there. Okay, so you can see how there it's a little bit wider. Okay, if we go into our perspective, we can see what that sort of looks like. I also want to change the divisions here. For the outer part of the tire, I'm going to set this to 60 sides. Okay, and you'll see why we pick this amount as we go on here. The next thing that I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and select this line right out here. So let me go ahead and turn on wireframe so you can see this. I'm going to go ahead and convert this to an editable poly. And let's do a little bit of shaping here. So I'm going to take this edge, select this edge right here, and this is basically that outer edge that's hidden right now by the tire. And I think I got the inner edge actually selected. Let me grab that outer one. I think that should be it. Okay, so we go ahead and go to our smooth, and I'm just going to move this out in the X on there until it's kind of right about there. You can kind of see that a little bit better. Okay, and now what I want to do is select all these edges, basically all the way around here. And I'm just going to create a little lip that extends over the tire and kind of holds it in. Okay, so it'll just be a matter of kind of extruding these polygons out. Okay, you could also come in and select the edge loops and then convert that selection to polygon 2 if you wanted to do that. Alright, so once I get all these, I'll go ahead and extrude those out. Just by going down to Edit Polygons, Extrude, Local Normal, dial that height down quite a bit. Don't want anything too major there. We'll say OK to that. Let's go ahead and select these edges. Select the entire ring, and then we'll do Connect. And add a couple of segments there and just pinch those apart. So it's kind of nice and tight. Alright, I also want to bring in the inside just a little bit. So again, I'm going to select the loop of edges right in here. And also this one and this one. Then convert that selection. And now I just want to extrude this. Okay, I'll do a kind of a small extrude. Again, along the local normal, apply that, and then do a larger amount. If we go to the side, you can see where that inner sort of ring is that I want to get to. So I'll do a little bit, apply, and then do a little bit more there. Okay, so I'll give you something like that for the basis of our wheel. Okay, and if you want to create this lip on the inside of the wheel, you can do that as well. Okay, what you also might want to do is, I'm going to go ahead and isolate this. Okay. You can also come in and just get rid of this geometry on the outer portion. So we can take this loop and move it over. And then we can take these, select a loop, convert that selection, and just delete those. And then you get something like that. Okay, and you can create that lip on the other side if you want to as well. Alright. So once we've got this, the next step will be to come in and actually create the kind of the inside part with the actual, where the actual spokes come off, and connect all of that up. So we'll look at how we can do that starting in the next lesson.